Champions are not born. They're forged. This is about turning the ordinary into undisputed. Available now. Ade Oladipo, brought to you by Undisputed.
All right, people, this is a bit random, but me and this guy, Mr. Rory Jennings, just had a little chat about football. And I know he loves his boxing, so this could go anywhere.
Mate, this is an honour. This might be my debut on the...
This is your debut.
On the Ade Oladipo channel.
It is. It is boxing
honour.
as well. But, I've always wanted to speak to you about boxing because, obviously, I get a bit peed off with it. But I'm a hardcore boxing fan.
Yeah.
You are very much a casual boxing fan. Fair?
Yeah, absolutely. I think I'm your gauge, aren't I? If a fight has caught the nation in the way that it intends to,
Yeah.
it basically means I'm going or watching or have an event planned.
Like you did with Ben Eubank.
Exactly.
Ben Eubank, you asked-
obviously,
yeah.
because I was like considering going. I made
Yeah.
like a real night of it.
Yeah.
And was like, I was totally into it. Equally, there are fights that don't necessarily catch me. So because you're so
gauge.
involved,
Yeah.
I can tell you what has and hasn't necessarily caught the nation.
Okay, great question first off to kick it off. How healthy is boxing for you right now?
I mean, I'm loving it. But I don't have this kind of vested interest that you have. I'm not involved. I think that something great has happened. And like I say, I'm not analysing the why and I'm not analysing the impact. I'm just analysing the outside looking in. The fights that we want to see now happen. Whereas in a bygone era, the fights that we were desperate to see either didn't happen, happened too late, or ultimately didn't happen when they should have done.
I'm just going to chuck some names at you and see if you know these people. Again, I think you're a very good barometer. Do you know who Ben Whittaker is?
Yes, I do. He does a backhand punch.
Yeah, okay. Do you know
dances in
Moses
the ring.
Italma is?
Yes, I do.
Oh, this is interesting.
Yes.
So some fighters I've got through then.
Yeah.
All right, do you know Lawrence Okoli is?
I know Lawrence Okoli, yes, I do.
Fabio Wardley?
Fabio Wardley, I know. Ipswich.
Oh, yeah.
Fabio Wardley's Ipswich. Yeah. Lawrence Okoli, very long reach.
Yeah.
Is that fair?
Yeah, it's fair. Yeah. Okay, this is good then. So you do know.
But what it is, it's incredibly superficial. Like I have an interest in boxing. I like boxing. I will always watch the boxing. But for your audience, I'm about as casual as it can be. Like in my life, I've probably been to, not including York Hall, because I've been to York Hall a lot because when I was young, I knew someone like he used to fight.
Yeah.
So we'd go to York Hall a lot. But in my life, I've probably been to 6 boxing events. Like I went to Hatton Mayweather in Vegas.
Yeah. But you went to Germany, didn't you?
I went to Germany
Barker.
for Darren Barker, Felix Sturm, the
yeah.
geezer was called. Yeah. But that was a Chelsea trip. And Vegas was I was there because I was supporting the boxing. But I wouldn't have known who Felix Sturm fought before he fought Darren Barker, and I probably couldn't tell you who Felix Sturm fought after. I was there just for the event.
I've always thought that the football crowd is the same as the boxing crowd. I've always thought that it's the same people.
It's the indicator of whether a fighter has cut through or not. I think what you need
is the football crowd.
Desperately. You need the casual boxing fan to go, and the way that you get that, there is a huge in the Venn diagram of football and boxing. Of course, there's a grey area.
Yeah,
and I think that if you get the football crowd, you will fill arenas.
Like there was maybe 4 or 5 boxers in the last 20 years that have definitely got the football crowd.
Yeah,
like Ricky Hatton.
I mean, when I went to
one.
Vegas, it was in December that fight. It was what's it called? Undefeated. I think it was called Undefeated. When I went to Vegas, there was 30,000. Like I went to the weigh-in, and it was just like fellas singing Blue Moon, and me as well.
That's all City fans, yeah.
Which is all City, yeah. And it was December, just before Christmas.
No one
had
fans travel like
completely
Ricky.
Full.
Josh Warrington leads.
Yeah, he's got it.
Massive.
That's another way of doing
proper,
it.
Yeah.
That where Ricky Hatton was like truly incredible, I think. And this is applicable maybe to someone like AJ. You know when it becomes like a crossover, like so Darren Barker. When I went to Germany, it was Chelsea fans. I was with a Chelsea crowd. Everyone was a Chelsea fan. Yeah. I think Josh Warrington had got the Leeds crowd.
Big time.
I think that you have fighters that maybe talk to their support.
Tony Bellew's got the Everton lot.
Tony Bellew's
without a doubt.
Yeah. But there are some, and they become behemoth superstars who just get the football fans.
Yeah, everyone.
And
AJ and Fury.
Yeah, AJ. Fury just has the football fans.
Just the football fans, not a particular club. Exactly. You're right. Whereas Leeds, Josh Warrington, you're right. Lee Wood's got Forest.
Yeah, I remember. I went to one. I went to a fight at Upton Park, the old Upton Park.
Yeah.
And it was a geezer called Michael Katsidis, who was Australian, and
Kevin
he
Mitchell.
fought Kevin. Yeah, and he battered. It was terrible. He battered it because it was meant to be
Kevin
like.
Mitchell, What made you go that?
It was
Because Kevin
the
Mitchell was
event.
proper
Do you
West
know
Ham.
what I
Proper
did?
West Ham Kevin Mitchell.
Mate, you won't believe this. Do you know what I did? I had like the most sporting day ever. It was the same day as the FA Cup final. I remember travelling from Wembley.
Bloody hell.
Yeah, Chelsea won the cup. We went from Wembley. It must have been, if we won the cup, it must have been 2010.
Yeah, that would probably
Must have been
right.
2010.
Yeah,
Yeah, we won the cup. We won the double that year. Ancelotti went from Wembley straight over, all the way on a Met line, all the way over. From
Oh, wait,
Wembley.
so Chelsea fans were supporting Kevin Mitchell and went to Upton Park.
Yeah, not.
No
I
ag,
did.
no ag on the way.
I did. No, there was trouble there, but
Yeah,
there was trouble in the ground.
I'm about to say,
'Cause we were on the
between
pitch.
Chelsea and West Ham.
No, it wasn't Chelsea. It was Millwall, West Ham.
Oh,
There
okay,
was
yeah,
trouble
yeah,
that day.
I would have thought so,
It was
yeah.
a horrible atmosphere, actually. 'Cause it can get like that, boxing.
Yeah,
It
the
can
worst.
get.
Because everyone thinks they can fight.
Yeah.
Everyone has a drink and they think
It
they
actually
can fight.
puts me off going now a little bit. You know, that kind of
Yeah.
that kind of atmosphere, which I think isn't necessarily the way that it is. Like I saw Liam Gallagher performed at a fight at Wembley, didn't he?
He did. He
Was it
performed
Tottenham or
that.
Wembley?
Was it AJ Dubois?
Yeah, so
an
that
AJ
becomes more kind of in the zeitgeist. And,
Yeah.
But that is all because of the brilliant contribution from Saudi, isn't it?
Yeah, it's.
That doesn't happen without that.
What do you make of AJ now? Again, be as open and honest as possible. Obviously, he's my friend. Don't hurt me too much.
I think
Where's AJ for you right now?
I think he's an icon.
Yeah.
Like if I ever met AJ, I would be starstruck.
Yeah.
I would be
You
honoured.
never met him?
And I would know. No, I've never met him. No, I would be honoured to meet him.
Yeah.
I'd shake his hand, and I would be in the presence of a true great. I don't necessarily think.
Be honest, don't think it's there anymore.
I don't think Look, I remember being in New York City on my cousin's stag do, which would have been 2017, and he beat Klitschko.
Yeah.
And it was like, I mean, the bar erupted. It was amazing, right? That was peak.
Pig AJ.
Since then, I think it was probably Brian Ruiz and beyond.
Andy Ruiz.
And Brian Ruiz played for Costa
casual,
Rica.
casual.
Played for Costa Rica. He played for Fulham and Costa Rica. Yeah, Andy Ruiz. He it felt a little bit underwhelming since then. I remember the rematch was supposed to be the moment that AJ sort of and he
Saudi.
won it on points and it was calm and but I think history will be kind to AJ. I think in terms of where
History
he
will be
ranks.
kind if he doesn't lose a couple more big ones.
Mm.
Because I know everyone's just got microwave memories where they just remember now.
The problem he has is in terms of like true British greats. Like your opinion on this is far more valid than mine. But like I would say that he ranks like he's nowhere near to say Lennox Lewis, is he?
No.
But in terms of what he carried, nobody can
bigger.
sell an arena.
Yeah.
Nobody.
That's
like
the
he's up there with like stars of other like he can be compared to Oasis for selling tickets.
Yeah, he'll fill a stadium.
Yeah, like
there was a
that,
time when I
about-
thought he could fight me and fill a stadium.
This
Like,
is what I
literally,
was
it
just about to say that, irrespective of the opposition.
Doesn't matter.
Like, irrespective. And he will never, nobody, I don't know, Daniel Dubois will never, ever have that presence that AJ has.
Because everyone watched him. Like, ladies liked him.
Yeah.
Men wanted to look like him because he looked like a Greek god.
Popular, because he's intelligent and articulate and
Spoke
handsome.
well,
he was like an icon.
Yeah. He
It
crossed over.
transcended boxing.
Who's the bigger icon, him or Fury? You know what makes me laugh about that
Great
thing? Yeah,
question.
they're so different. Like they're so different. Like Fury's never going to model for Hugo Boss. Like, but Fury's also an icon in his own way. Like I look at Fury when I interview him, when he sits down, I genuinely think I'm talking to an icon. I think I'm talking to one of the biggest names in the world.
I would prefer. This isn't. You're better to answer this.
No,
with
you
regards to
are.
the boxing
No, you
chat.
are. But this is why I think you're the perfect guest.
Okay,
because
I've never met
you
either.
are. Because forget me, because I am Mr. Boxing.
I like both.
Yeah.
I like both, and I would be honoured to meet both.
Who is the biggest icon?
I think Joshua's presence is bigger.
Really?
I think Joshua's presence is bigger. Do you know what's a shame though? There's
So if they were both just walking down the street, who?
Well, you've got to pick one to go and have a selfie with.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd like to think I'd like to think I'd do neither. I'd probably do both. Probably AJ.
Yeah.
Probably AJ.
Yeah.
But I have a lot of respect for Tyson Fury as well. I do.
He's massive.
It's just a shame. I think that they never. There's the fight that never happened.
That's a joke.
There's the fight that when we were saying that the fights happen now, and invariably they do. But there's the one that probably should have done and didn't.
And to think that you were kind of like scratching your head about who's the biggest icon, to think that both of them are here now in this era, and they're not having a scrap.
It feels like it's a late. Even if it happens now, it feels
too
like
late.
it's late.
Yeah.
It feels like it's late.
Would you go?
Yeah.
Would you ask me, Ade, get me a ticket?
Yeah, I'd want to go to that.
Yeah.
Of course.
That does Wembley
Like
in about
that's
a
a
minute.
best of British, isn't it? Like that would be. we're not on this planet for long, and we're very privileged in when you get those moments. So like I remember my dad going to Eubank Ben at Old Trafford. He was lucky that he was of an age that could go, right?
Yeah.
We got the sons, we got to go. There probably wouldn't have ever been a British fight. Has there ever been? Like, did Lennox
Lennox fought
fight
Frank Bruno. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did. But this one is 100 times bigger.
Yeah. It would be like the
may-
British fight of a generation, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
So yeah, you'd have to go.
It would be the biggest British fight of all time.
Would it really?
Yeah, of all time. And I can't even think of what's second. It probably second is Ben Eubank. That's how big it is.
Eubank, yeah.
That's how big this is.
Yeah. I enjoyed the Ben Eubank kids.
That's good, wasn't it?
It's good.
I was good at it.
It was good.
Yeah, it
That
was
was
good.
that was a great example of how boxing nowadays needs to market. It was a great example because I was so invested. Do you know what I watched? Do you know this will tell you how? So like, not in a disrespectful way, I can't get into Dubois. I can't when Dubois fought Usyk. This is
Couldn't get into
but
it.
I'm very patriotic, right? When Dubois fought Usyk,
wanted
I didn't know who I wanted to win.
Oh,
I didn't know. I was like, I kind of like Usyk, man. I like all his
whereas by
dancing.
default, it should normally be the Brit.
I'd always want, if it was, I was desperate for AJ to win. I was desperate for AJ to beat him. I was desperate for Fury to beat him. I always want the British boxer to win.
Yeah.
And when it was Daniel Dubois, I was like, I really rate Usyk and I like him, right? But I saw an amazing thing on this channel, actually, and I'm honoured to be here.
Oh, thank you.
It was a post, and it said delete one. It was very interesting, because I learned, it was like a didactic post for me. It went delete one, and it put Mike Tyson, Lennox Lewis, Muhammad Ali, and Usyk, right? And you have to delete one. So out of the 4 fighters that I just named, true icons, right? You got to take one out. And I thought, I'll tell you what I thought. I thought, obviously, Usyk. Then I went into the comments of your loyal subscribers, and I learned. So I thought, okay, do you know what the answer was according to your community? The answer, by a huge distance, I'd say 80%. Like the one to delete. So you leave Muhammad Ali, you leave Lennox Lewis, you leave Usyk,
Get rid of
and you
Tyson.
delete Mike Tyson.
That shocked you.
And there was somebody commented, and that person may well watch this video. And I thought, there's some great rationale. And look, I don't mind your argument as long as you back it up, right? And the guy said he never ever got off the canvas to win a fight, Mike Tyson, and he never ever avenged a defeat.
Ooh.
How can you argue with the rationale?
Yeah.
And so I went through all the comments. I really enjoyed it. I read it because if you'd asked me, the casual, I'd have gone, well, obviously Usyk. You're not deleting Tyson. I would have probably put Tyson top.
Yeah.
But according to your community, Tyson's actually...
But it's interesting. Again, you as the casual would say Mike Tyson.
Tyson.
Yeah.
Tyson, 100
I
times.
think the casual point of view, and I always say this, like us hardcore boxing fans are so small. Like you think of the stadium fight, Eubank Ben, I'd say about, 65,000? I'd say about 40 of those were casual boxing
Mate,
fans.
if you said to most people, honestly, if you said to most people, name one other fight, people in the stadium that were at that fight, go, name one other fighter that Chris Eubank has ever fought. And I don't think I'd go George Groves, right? He fought George Groves. But I don't think other people would be able to name, literally none. Yeah. And also, if you ask me beyond George Groves, I probably can't name someone. I just remember the George Groves because I like Groves, he's a Chelsea fan.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter, does it? Because for that day, in that moment, the world is watching. And that template should be used, I reckon, for other boxers because the marketing of that, it was unbelievable.
Eddie Hearn would love to hear from you.
I
feel like we should have you and Eddie Hearn have a sit down.
I love Eddie Hearn.
I
love Eddie Hearn.
arrange it.
Eddie Hearn's one of my favourite people. I genuinely mean that. Eddie Hearn is one of my favourite people. I love everything about him. I think he's a king. I think he's an absolute king. A credit to London, a credit to England. I absolutely love him. I've never met him. How do I meet Eddie Hearn? I'd be so stunned. You know, if you went, there's Tyson Fury, there's AJ, and there's Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn.
Over Frank Warren.
I love Frank Warren.
Frank Warren, mate.
I love Frank Warren.
I thought you liked Frank more than Eddie.
I love the interview. You ever seen the interview from Frank Warren when he's about 30 and he calls a journalist? Can you?
Of course you can
profanity?
swear, yeah.
He goes, you prick. You know, he's about 30 years old. He's got the most London Islington accent. You prick. It's brilliant. But no, I think Eddie Hearn's an absolute king. But those two, the marketing of that, I watched an entire Piers Morgan. They had them on.
Perfectly done.
I watched the whole, the 55 minutes. I watched the whole thing.
Okay, very quickly, ending this. Where's boxing in your favourite sports? Football's obviously number one by a country mile.
Third.
What's second?
Cricket. Does poker count as a sport?
Nah, it's not a sport.
Okay,
is it?
so
cricket. Cricket. Okay.
Oh, I go to the cricket a lot. I like going. I like the day out. Of
You never
cricket.
talk to me about cricket, but maybe because you know I hate it.
Yeah,
So I'm probably the
you
wrong.
know your audience a bit, don't you?
Yeah. I know.
But
Rory,
yeah,
great to have you on.
Mate, an honour.
The casual.
I'd love to be on again.
The casual. Do you guys want Rory on
No,
more
they
for more
don't.
of the
Nobody
casual?
ever does.
Of course they do. The casual chat. I think Rory's quite good. We can call it the casuals. Thank you very much. I was going to say subscribe to his channel, but he's already got like 400 million subscribers. I'm close to 100,000.
Mate, you'll get there. You'll get there soon.
Yeah, I'm going to get the plaque.
Mate, well deserved.
Thank you very much, sir.
Champions are not born, they're forged. This is about turning the ordinary into undisputed. Available now.